Greetings, Marsh here, and welcome to episode 82 of my modded Factorio playthrough. And switch these over to copper ingots. And we just need to move this over a little bit. I will leave a space there. Because we're going to need to, I want to remember that we're going to need to upgrade this copper as well. If we're going to want to have the same output. Okay. This right here doesn't need to be coke or anything, it's just a standard fuel. It looks like our standard fuel line is up here. So that's what we need to get down here. So right there. Okay, so let's pull that out. There we go. The standard fuel needs to come to right there. That's good. And now we need to get oxygen in here. Now we're going to be consuming a lot more oxygen than before. We're going to be, looks like 60 oxygen every 4 seconds times 1.5 times 3 machines. So we're going to be consuming about 67 more oxygen than we were before, assuming copper's at full blast. That said, we've got a huge oxygen production at this point. I don't really think we need to add to that. I just hope that that's enough. And we have a buffer in this oxygen tank, so as long as these lights are green, we should be good. So I don't think we need to add more production. We just need to hook it in. Let's see, which way to hook it in at? Well, these poles can't go here because it's going to be in the way. Let's flip these up. I have a connection right here. And go up and over. And this is kind of a way to hook up multiple machines in line. Then I guess this wouldn't be a terrible spot to put another one. Be a little annoying having it run straight up here, but it should work, and especially if we line it up with this side. So something like this. Just one more obstacle in the way of driving the truck around. Alright, and let's pipe into oxygen line, which is right here. And let's get some power poles. It looks like it's going to have to be something like this. It's a little bit of a mess, but I don't really see any other way of doing it. No easy way anyway. And then that high-speed copper can kind of come in there. But we're going to upgrade this shortly, so let's just kind of do it temporarily like that. Okay. Well, to have the copper output be the same... Oh, well, we're pretty low on just about everything. We need some givelite soon, too. We're going to need 5 sets of machines here, so let's upgrade. Might not be able to make them fit based on the position of all this stuff here, so we might have to get creative. Well, let's create a blueprint. Just this stuff for now. Yeah, let's get rid of it all. Let's move this up as close as it possibly can be. So this upper one can actually be all the way up here, technically. It's pulling from a curved belt, which isn't the best, but this is the highest it can possibly fit. So let's just see if we can make it work. We are running low on space. Let's get rid of this. Alright, let's see if we can copy this a few times. Well, at least that'll fit. I'm not sure about the last one. I don't like the idea of moving this up and blocking this off from the truck. But we might not have a choice. How much space do we have left here? Yeah, I think moving it up is going to be the best option, unfortunately. Which means we've got to empty that silo. Which is going to be a little annoying. Especially since we just filled it. Okay, we need all our equipment. So what needs to get moved up? Well, first let's just move this piece up by itself, since that'll be easy. So it needs to go to right up here. And then the rest of this gets moved up. To right here. Oh yeah, that silo loses its marking, so we need to turn it into a sapphirite silo, or a crutinium silo again. Let's see. Okay, and then copy one more machine. I think like this. Okay, that barely fits. The power poles are underneath. Okay, we need to get this crushed stone linked back up. Let's put the crutinium back in. How are we doing on power, by the way? Oh, tons of power. I have the feeling we're going to survive just fine. Now, we definitely might not have enough mining for all of this, because this is a pretty huge increase in production from what we had before. See, we needed to connect the power for this setup and then also connect the wiring. There we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to upgrade the mining. We'll do that in a second. But we need to upgrade to red belts. And I think that's everything. Let's hook it up. See if it works. Seems like it does. Yeah, it seems like very quickly we're gonna run out here. So we need to upgrade our mining. But we haven't done any radar work yet, any prospecting, so we need to take care of that. Oh yeah, we need to move those belts too for the topmost machine. Needs to go up, and over, and down. Any extras in here? A little bit. Alright, let's pick up these machines. Clear it all out. And let's redo it. So let's use some placeholders for a second here. Get the prospectors. Alright, let's put a machine here and here, and then we're going to have a belt going up the middle. Let's hopscotch this thing over to here. Gonna have a belt going up the middle, and the power line through there. Move it over again. We could probably put some spare machines here, but I don't think we really need to worry about that. I think this will be enough. So something like this. So let's get these prospectors placed. Actually, that's probably not the worst alignment of prospectors. So let's leave it there. I guess just put the power lines right here, and there's going to need to be kind of a gap right there. And we'll have to fix everything in a second here, but let's see, how many miners do we have? A couple. And we need many more. I don't think we have any spares. Short on steel. While that is happening, however, I believe we were short on Givelite and Sapphirite. Since it's almost daytime here, it pretty much is daytime. Yeah. I didn't see it right at the transition, but it looks like we have enough accumulators, so we won't have to return to the solar panel farm until we have all of our accumulators built. There's no point in doing it one step at a time, since this is good enough. Actually, while we're here, we can probably pick up some extra miners that aren't being used anymore. So there are a couple. Only had about 200 remaining. Let's get some sapphire while we're here. It looks like the lead has made it down and we're producing again. That's good. Alright, so we're out. Looks like there's a decent amount in there though. But now we're at the point where we need sulfuric acid for the miners. So we could mine some of this infinite sapphirite. And it's a pretty good rate. 1 acid for 1 ore. So you get quite a bit. And we should have quite a bit of sulfur left over. Let's go check. While we're here, let's get some iron or some steel. That's a decent amount. Let's see how much sulfur we have. See if we have a surplus. We do. 4,000. That's quite a bit. So we need to get some sulfuric acid down there. Could use pipes and stuff, but why not just use barrels since we have access to lots of barrels already. This is where we're storing it, so this is an excellent place to draw it from. Alright. Do we have any spare barreling pumps? Doesn't look like it. Inventory is kind of a mess, but I don't think so. Alright, let's get a barreling pump then. Doesn't really matter where. Just up here is okay. Fill sulfuric acid barrel. Put a steel pipe to hook it up. Now we're going to need to get some barrels in here. Probably up through there. We're not really going to be consuming that many of these, but I don't want to have to be moving barrels around if I can avoid it, so let's just hook right up there. This power pole's kind of in the way. Did it need to be there? Doesn't seem like it, not anymore. Well, seems like it was there for a reason, though. Kind of feel a little nervous about just getting rid of it. Let's do that. So barrel goes in, barrel comes out. There we go, that thing's going to fill up quite quickly, because it only holds 10. This is an opportunity to make a cute little light system for this. This is going to be unique as compared to the other ones. So nothing crazy. But let's do... There we go, something like that. And some lights, so... I just want this to be a full and empty marker. So for full, let's make it the one on the right. So a green square will turn it on. Parameters here. see, sulfuric acid barrel. Has to be greater than, I believe these hold 48 stacks. That would be 480. Let's make equal to 480. Output a green square. And then this one will basically be the empty marker. So let's make it the same. So this one is sulfuric acid barrel has to equal 0 and output. Haven't really done an empty marker yet. Let's do, I'm not sure what blue is going to look like. Let's do blue. So if it's empty, it's blue. If it's full, it's green. Here, if it's blue, it's greater than 0, enable. So let's let that run for a few seconds. Wonder if there's any other lights we can place down. Yeah, like we don't have a mineralized water light, so let's place one of those. It is a middle light, so it's going to be similar to purified water. So let's make a copy of that and place this on top, I guess. Alright, and all we have to do is change this to mineralized water. See if we can find that without searching it every time. There we go. Okay, no lights. That's what we wanted to see. Getting close to 480 on that. It's amazing how quickly it goes, and see how quickly it drains the sulfuric acid. The other thing would be probably a warehouse. I think the setup for wood would probably make the most sense for sulfur, so let's go down and make a copy of wood. Although this is pretty close to 480, so let's see what happens when this hits 480. I'm saying that it turns green and everything stops. So then once we have that full, we could block that, because this is a lot of resources being held in limbo, so we don't want this to be constantly filling up barrels if it's not necessary. And then boom, blue. Let's see, what would that look like if it was purple? Blue probably is better. Basically, that's just saying it's empty, but it's okay. Good enough. And now this is gonna chug slowly and fill back up. Alright, let's deliver these barrels and make a copy of wood storage lights. There we go. Alright, let's deliver the sulfuric acid. That's all the time we have for this episode, so I'll see you on the next one.